Family and friends, welcome back to the channel. Today, I just want to talk about my children and to my kids. And why am I doing it here? Because I do it from a mountaintop if I could. There just aren't any mountains in Texas. My daughter, my firstborn, when she was coming, we were really struggling financially. I talked about that in the last video. I was so scared, being a first-time dad, not sure what to do. So we get to the hospital. April's in labor for like 24 hours. It was ungodly. And they were just about to perform a C-section, and she dilated all the way, and finally, you came out. And the nurse handed you to me, and the nurse said, "Look at this Peanut." And since then, that's always been your nickname. I've always called you Peanut. And I told you that's why before, but now everybody knows. And I remember holding you, and I could hold you with your head here, just on one arm. And you look so fragile, your head's all over the place. I'm like, oh my God, it looks like she could break a neck. And I was, like I said, I was terrified. But we did okay. Some of the best things I loved about doing with you, we would do father-daughter dates. And the first time I learned about your independence was, believe it or not, it was kindergarten. And everyone's outside the kindergarten classes, and every child is crying. Grabbing onto their dad's leg or their mom's leg. They don't want to let go because it's the first time they're going to be with different adults and not with their parents. But not you. You just charged right in there at kindergarten. Let's go. That was my first taste of how independent you are. As you grew up, some of the best things that I'll remember is the father-daughter dates that we have. Sometimes I put on a suit, you put on a dress, and we'd either have dinner or we'd go to plays together, and it was just me and you. Just a father-daughter date, and I will miss those the most. What about you that I admire is your independence and your strength. You could have the whole crowd wanting to go left, and you'll think the better decision is to go right, but you're not going right to be spiteful. You're just going that way because you think it's the right decision. You're not going to just follow the crowd, and that is something that I'll always admire about you. Okay? And always remember, I'm just a plane flight away. I'm very proud of you. Okay, let's see, my boy, he's in Nebraska right now, strong-willed, really strong-willed, always up for an adventure. That's probably the one thing I'm going to admire the most about you is your willingness to take an adventure. Matter of fact, I'm going to show some stuff here to some people. This is all right. Check this out. That's my son, skydiving. You know how old he was here? I don't even think this is legal anymore. He was 16 years old. And I remember telling my wife, because I used to jump, and I said, as soon as it's legal, I'm taking our son skydiving. I don't want to hear anything about it. She goes, yeah, this is when you were like 1. And all of a sudden you were turning 16. I told your mom, I don't want to hear it. He's going. And she was horrified. So remember what we did? I picked you up from school and didn't tell her until we got home. Then we popped in the movie so she could see it. Again, you always liked the adventure. This is my son at 17, okay? Check him out. That's at the Texas Motor Speedway, where you could do NASCAR as a passenger, doing 170 miles an hour. He came out all smiles. So I will always admire your adventurous spirit. Always, always. And I want you to know something, son. You are better than me at everything. Stronger, faster, smarter. So I couldn't be prouder. That's what a dad wants. You have achieved it. You're better than me, better man. I want you to hear me say it, you're a better man. And I couldn't be prouder. As for your mom, I got her, you guys. I'll take care of her. Where we start, we're taking this cruise. We're going to go to Gibraltar, Spain, and finish up just outside of Rome. We're going to spend 3 days in Rome. Then we take a shuttle service. It's going to drop us off at the Spanish Steps. I've talked about this before. And then we're going to walk to the Colosseum. Now, I've been to the Colosseum before, but I never made it inside the Colosseum. Just the crowds were outrageous. I couldn't believe how many people were there, but it's such a historic site. So it looks like the best thing to do to get in is to sign up for a tour. So I'm going to try that. I even heard the nighttime tours are good. Again, forgive. I got a helicopter now going overhead, so forgive me for that. But then from Rome, son, and my daughter, in Toronto, Albania, the capital, that's where we're going to be staying at first. in Toronto, they have a castle there. A lot of the cities have a castle. What they did is they took everything out inside the castle. They put trendy restaurants, cocktail lounges, cafes. I will take your mother dining inside the castle walls. We will walk the beaches of the Mediterranean as well as the other seas. I've been to Incirlik, Turkey, but never to Istanbul. But we will walk the ancient streets of Istanbul. I will take her to Spain, where I was in Zaragoza. In Germany, it's a small town, probably very few of you know it. It's called Traben-Trabach. It's right nestled with the Mosel River. And in that, they have grape fields lining the sides of the Mosel. So the sun beats off the water and enhances the grapes. And then once a year, just like in Munich, they harvest the grapes and then they have a celebration. And they block off all the roads. And it's a celebration of the harvest of the grapes. And then you drink the wine. And we're going to do that. I'm going to show her that. There's so much I want to show you, Mom. So I got her. We're going to be okay. So my adventurous son. One last adventure. One last adventure. And I thank you guys for supporting it. My last video, I said I'm the luckiest man in the world. And I want you to know a lot of that's because of you guys. I am the luckiest man in the world. And always remember, we're just a plane flight away. Okay? Your mom, I got her. I'm very proud of you both. Okay? Remember, I love you guys. Bye-bye.